name is Becksy Becks, and I have been a long-standing member of the Itty Bitty Duty Committee. So I wrote this piece, I wrote this piece for my fellow constituents that go through the policing of their bodies. See, it was in the middle of a debate. This guy, he looks at me like, Becksy, you know you're actually kind of pretty. Not actually, right? It's weird. His words to me were, your face is cute, but this is just a little bit too slim thick is the thing now, babes. Have you ever thought to sign up to a gym? I finished laughing, and then I looked at him. With the word, wow, waiting behind this plastic painted smile, the only thing that I could reply was, wow. That therapy's gonna cost a lot, thank you. And you know when you think of something a little bit too late? Later when I got home, the word prick started to suppress behind these plastic painted lips. And with that inside, I replied, my guy, clearly you don't know me, which makes sense because our bodies have never actually physically met. But trust me, this body is already an elite member of the most exclusive gym known to man. This body has long been signed in and trained in the toughest policing academies for centuries. See all those early morning marches charging through the strict, muddy waters of your misogynoir, where these thighs were taught to grow thick and bold as they are, because by far the strength that they can carry is misplaced but unmatched, and this waist, it stays snatched from every time a casual chauvinistic comment warrants me to sit up and pay attention. There's this constant tension in my lats from the number of times I've pulled up. The slack this heart lies on pillows as heavy as 100 kilos as I consistently push up. Now egos on a daily basis, this body is an oasis just littered with the sweat pools that drip from the brows of a poorly raised society. Each muscle has been twisted and sprained in its entirety, just aching to gain some notoriety from your policing academies that have put this body through the toughest reigning for a millennium. See, my circuit training, it is second to none. I have ridden empty tanks. I have wrestled with those ropes of womanhood. I have been skipped on more times than the sun has jumped the dawn, treaded on mills that extract my juices for their personal gains. This foul mouth has ran more bleak tests than it can ever contain. Time and time again, burpees have brought me to my knees, running and jumping in fear, only to squat in the corners of my dishonesty that tell me that one day I can be everything that you want of me. But my guy, what more could you possibly want from me? See, I have exercised your rights into every cell of my biology, yet you have boxed with me and coached me into the blue corners of my ability, and yet somehow still I stand wide-eyed, tears cried, but still smiles, just desperate to graduate from this policing institution. And guess what? I was so close. So it sucks that now I'm stuck in your gun assembly, where you learn to put me together piece by piece just to pick me apart again. It's ironic how I have been clothed in your shame, yet stripped of my right to bear arms, whilst you load up these magazine clips that sexualize and rifle through my body with no safety on. I have been trained to grow flowers in your shades just to ricochet those sly remarks and shots fired in friendly fire and execution for open hire. And I'm just patiently lined up, mind pacing, just waiting for someone to call my name. This overqualified scholar, heart racing as this physical fitness goes deeper than my flesh. It's like history. It sucks that I have to repeat myself, but once again, I have already been through the toughest training in your policing academies for decades. I am jack of all trades, master of the sun. I have long walked the tightropes of this controlled narrative. I am done. I am no longer in the market for your validation. I am tired of your whining, ringing in my ears like the dumbbells I dance with whilst sculpting this fine frame. I have lugged around the mediocrity that hangs in your kettlebells. This benchmark has been pressed too many times in the shadows, so trust and believe I am not the one that needs to be kept on their toes. More dead weight has been carried on this back than you'll ever know. I am a pro, but do you even lift, bro?
Becksy Becks, everyone! So, as the light comes.